Hello, this is Maria Zhelnina, and this is a video about drawing a plaster head, a classical academic drawing. It is the final project of the academic drawing course, which progresses from shading and sketching simple geometric shapes to more and more complex objects. I recommend that you refresh your knowledge of facial anatomy and proportions and watch the video called Tips on Drawing Human Head, which is a part of this academic drawing playlist. As you can see in the video, I'm starting my work with a sketch. This sketch is not exactly a thumbnail. It is pretty large, and besides the composition, it will help me plan my values and analyze the planes of the head. As always, I start from top, bottom, left, and right marks, and gradually dividing my silhouette into smaller and smaller parts, one division at a time. I double check the area of the face, making sure I didn't accidentally make it bigger. It is a common trick that your mind can play to you. We people are so used to looking just at eyes and lips and trying to read emotions from them. We often ignore the size of the other parts of the head, like chin or the brain area. As you can see, I simplify the values and shade the whole head as if it has just been cut out of marble and has never been polished. I also plan how much of the background I want to show. You can see that I'm slightly exaggerating darkness next to the lightest part of the face, and I recommend that you do that too. Last step, I'm numbering my values. It will help me at the final stages of the drawing. And just like in the sketch on a large piece of drawing paper, I now position the silhouette and start breaking it in smaller and smaller parts, one division at a time. And here I would like to remind you again that 99.9% of students at this stage will make a mistake of making the facial part bigger. It is very likely that you will make this mistake too. To avoid it, try seeing completely abstract shapes in hair, forehead, and facial area and draw them. Another common mistake is enlarging the distance from eye to the nose. As you can see in the sketch, everything else is positioned correctly, just the eye that had jumped up. So watch for that too. With all that in mind, I'm positioning the facial features and the central line of the face. I simultaneously draw the pairs of symmetrical objects like eyelids, corners of the eyes, eyebrows, lips, and so on. I'm drawing complex curvy outlines as if they're made of fragments of short, straight lines. It helps me analyze the angle and position of each line. I know that later I will recreate the exact curvature based on it. And now it's time to lighten up my drawing using kneaded eraser, and replace my raw outlines with fine ones. I'm starting shading it with the overall pretty light layer of shadow. I know I will be adding darkness later. For now, it's just important for me to create the three-dimensionality of the head by throwing a layer of mid-tone and later shadow. In my picture, light is coming from the left and from above, so all the surfaces that are facing down will be the darkest. For the background, I'm using a softer pencil so I can quickly cover a large area, and also a piece of paper under my hand is helping me not to smudge my previous shading. And it is time to start the meticulous work of rendering every single element, every facial feature. My pencil crawls over every surface, trying to recreate the three-dimensional relief of it. It will take hours, but it's a very enjoyable work. I would plan at least 4 to 6 hours for this stage. And the last hour or two of work is dedicated to making accents. And this is my finished work. As you can see, I added some contrast to the parts of the sculpture that stick out towards me, like a couple of curls, nose, chin, shoulder. That helps me create the illusion of depth. All right, let's start working on your drawing. Good luck. Go ahead and start working on yours. Good luck.